Hello, everyone. I'm Jake.
I'm Hannah. Hello, everyone. And did you know that there's a community of people on the internet who believe that a satanic cabal of child predators are controlling the world?
Marjorie Taylor Greene.
So
And her
today,
family. That's the cabal, right? There's not
today I thought
more.
there's more.
No.
I thought we'd do something a little bit different. And what we're doing is reading posts from, I would say, the QAnon subreddit, but it actually basically got removed from Reddit, and now they're on .win over with the Donald, which is now patriots.win.
Is .win just those two things, or do they do
No,
other stuff?
hold on. I'll see what the other.
What is it? What is it? .win. Like what's the main site called?
Oh boy, I actually don't know.
Is it win.win?
It is communities.win.
No. Okay, that's
Yeah,
pretty boring.
that's bad branding. But here's their different subreddits, for lack of a better term. The Donald, Omega Canada, which is like the Donald for Canada.
Who's even what?
The Great Awakening, which is the QAnon subreddit.
Just blackface Justin Trudeau?
Conspiracies, Wall Street bets.
Wait, they literally call it conspiracies?
Yeah.
It's like they know. They don't know better, but they know.
Consume product, Kotaku in action. Kotaku in action 2, Weekend Gun It, which is a gun subreddit, and Caps, and Tucker Carlson. There's a whole one just for Tucker Carlson.
That's very nice. I have a questions only sort of related to anything that's happening right now.
Okay.
You were moving your hand, your left hand, I believe.
Yes.
No, it's gone now. There it is. Is that an old-timey telephone cord?
It's a hair tie.
Yeah, but is it an old-timey telephone cord as well?
It looks, it is shaped like that, yes.
Huh. Okay.
I wear this when at night to keep my hair from getting dry. This is, why are we talking about this in the thing?
I didn't care what it was for.
And these kind are better for putting on your hair for like long periods of time because it doesn't like sort of rub against it like a cloth one would.
I'm gonna lose this information.
And I also have one of those bags that's like satin on the inside, and I wear it at night to keep my hair from rolling around and me laying on it and fucking it all up.
This is two things that I'm a himbo. I'm just here to respect you, not to learn your culture. And also,
if you're out there and you got dry, unhealthy hair, get yourself one of these. Put your hair up in a top bun. Get one of these satin bags. It'll be better. And also probably get some leave-in conditioner and some nice silky stuff for it.
Well, and then there's the second part. I'm really bad at vanity things. I'm not good at making myself be pretty.
Well, it works out for you. You're very pretty, Jake.
Oh, thanks, but it's not a thing that this is, at some point, my bones are going to fall apart, and I'm not going to notice, and everyone's going to be like, are you okay? I'm like, this is how I've woken up forever. So, yeah, no maintenance goes into this face. It's just, sometimes an adult person cuts my hair.
Anyway, so today, we're going to be reading excerpts from the QAnon website to see how they're both coping, and I thought it'd also be funny to look back at some of the posts that happened right before the 20th, right before the inauguration, because so many of them assumed the inauguration was going to be the day. Today is the day the deep state goes down.
What was the Kraken? Are we gonna go into what the Kraken was?
The Kraken seemed to shift. Initially, the Kraken was like the lawsuit Sidney Powell was going to file, but then that lawsuit was hilariously incompetent and riddled with typos and spelling mistakes because it may have been typed up drunk. And then they changed it to the Kraken is some nebulous like movement, or
that's what I thought. It's always been sort of like fa la la la. What was that from? Fa la la la.
I don't know what that's from.
Was that Big Hero 6?
Can you tell? I think it is. Yes, that is Big Hero 6.
I don't know. Anyway,
Baymax said that. Can you tell this video's a little less structured? Can you tell this video's more?
Since when are we not good for a tangent or 3?
So let's do some dramatic readings.
Dramatic readings. Well, so for the record, I'm not dramatically reading anything. I'm going in dry.
Jake
I don't
has not
know.
seen
I don't
any
know
of
what's about to happen. I do know I have 2 memes that I have to at some point press a button to see. But other than that, I don't know. I don't know anything that's going to happen. I am you here. Okay.
Yep.
I am the. This is the vehicle for the audience. Hannah is the one subjecting us to this. Blame it all on her.
Conspiracies are more my domain. You don't get into this very
I don't
often.
fixate.
So I'm excited.
I just go,
I mean-
nah, and then I walk away.
It's not a fixation, it's a fascination, okay?
Those are different, and you can tell because you're doing crazy fingers, which definitely doesn't happen when you're fixated. You're like literally doing like you have little crab claws when you get excited about fixated things. Yeah, like these come up. The crab claws come up when you talk about Elon. They come. You see what I'm saying?
This obsession is funding my life.
Okay, we at least we have gotten to the point where you agree it's an obsession. I was gonna say fixation because it has less stigma, but if you want to go with obsession, I agree with you wholeheartedly that it's definitely an obsession.
Great. So let's begin. This is a post that was made the day before the inauguration.
Okay.
This was, again, the inauguration was a day on which QAnon people thought like everything was going to happen.
Yeah.
Donald Trump would return to the presidency. All the deep state, including Hillary Clinton and Joe Biden and Barack Obama, and basically every Democrat would be arrested for secret child trafficking and assault. And everything will be perfect, and
What?
the Republicans will save the world.
What's a good Democrat that isn't doing the baby Pizzagate stuff?
The most right-wing Democrats.
So Joe Manchin?
Maybe.
That's
I don't
it?
know.
How do they feel about Bernie? Is Bernie in on it?
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Oh, weird. Because he's not a Democrat, and also usually they point to him and go like, look, Hillary stole the election. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Please read regarding 120 and going forward.
Wait. I need to know. Do these have like weird usernames too, or is it just like Paul?
The username on this is a mod. This is a mod post, and the name is God Bless America 1.
Okay, you can't skip these from now on because that's beautiful. That's
Okay.
Of course that's a mod. Yes.
Okay. This site is going to become a very high traffic site. For current information, please keep the following in mind. All of the action we are waiting for is going to begin to unfold fast, but it will not happen at one time immediately. They're already beginning to hedge their bets. They're already beginning to like.
Also, I could hear the caps locks and the are there other symbols denoting intensity?
We're about to go into the bolded paragraph,
Right,
the
yeah.
entirely bolded.
The whole paragraph is bold?
The next one, yes.
That's not how
it's like
bold
it's
is
not a
supposed to work.
paragraph. I'm sorry. It's a sentence. The whole
Okay.
sentence is
All right, well.
bolded.
Still a misuse.
POTUS has not let us down or failed. He has done all he could within his power, and it is now going to be handling it to the military to take from here exactly as Q drop forecast and how the system works. Now that sentence sounds incomprehensible. I didn't read that incorrectly, for the record.
Okay.
I'm not okay.
So as a person who's only been around the QAnon when it's presented to me, and I try to avoid it at all costs otherwise. I know that they thought that the military was gonna basically coup. They thought they were gonna do a military coup, and then they also thought, and I might be jumping the gun here, but because Washington D.C. isn't a state, it was going to be like cordoned off, like a fucking
They thought
like Escape from New York, and they were gonna keep all the Democrats in there.
Yeah, they thought
Okay.
that they were gonna basically close off DC so no one who was in there could leave, and they were gonna slowly sweep through DC and arrest all the Democrats.
But what about the guy who had the barbecue place that Kevin Spacey went to in House of Cards seasons 1 through 5?
Is he a Democrat?
He's black.
He's getting arrested.
Okay, all right, okay, that's fine.
That's all you had to say.
All right.
Any dooming or dooming is whenever
yeah.
you question literally anything about the QAnon.
Oh,
bullshit.
dooming isn't just being depressed or like worried. It's literally just
Yeah.
okay.
Even if you're like, guys, I don't know if anything's gonna happen today. Stop dooming. Any dooming or negative comments clogging up the site pertaining to current situation will result in removal and ban if repeated. Multiple comments to the same topic will be removed to not clutter the pages. Don't take it personal. We all believe in free speech here. However, we must keep this site clean, easy to find quality info, and as informative as possible. Thank you for understanding.
Okay,
we
so
are
what's
all
the
here with the same goal.
What's the difference between that and then like YouTube, Twitter, Twitch culling misinformation as they see it? What's the difference?
Because Q is right,
no, but
according
what's the
to them.
difference, though?
It's them. They're the ones doing it.
That's what I thought it was. Okay.
Here are the comments section, and of course I'll read the.
Yes, please. I'd like to. We need to build characters. There's obvious lore here, and I expect. Don't get me wrong. I expect there to be a little bit of like we're gonna find out at some point if we do this enough. We're gonna find characters we really enjoy.
Sure,
they're gonna come back. They're gonna be recurring.
Top comment. Fuck commies says.
Ooh, that's a great one. Great name.
Just think, today and tomorrow will be holidays for your children.
Why would today? So the 20th and the 21st?
I guess.
Was that going to be inauguration 2?
Yeah, maybe. Or it's just like come on, kids, we're gonna take the day off school and celebrate that time we massacred an entire political party. Hooray! It's the fortnight of long knives. That'd be 2 weeks. Killer Banana 16 a day later says, nothing happened today.
Good shit. Good shit.
Battlefield responds, do you think the news provides a running commentary of everything that happens behind the scenes?
Wait, do you think the news wouldn't cover the part of the day where Donald Trump stayed president?
Killer Banana 16 says, I could give 0 Fs about the news, LMAO, but as far as an everyday citizen, the people that kind of make up the country, nothing happened. Trust me, I want some shit to happen.
Ooh. Okay, all right.
Can't read that.
Give us the edited version. The edited version.
Skyboy777 says, excuse me for my ignorance. I'm new here. What does... How do I clean that up without...
Text it to me.
What?
We won't even put it on the screen. Just a text. Gotta... We need 2 eyes on this. Well, 2 more eyes. Typing.
That's the quote.
Okay, so he was just randomly, just out of nowhere. There's not like
that phrase gets used a lot in the community.
So just in a random thread, this guy's like, by the way, what's that?
Yeah.
Okay, so I suppose it would be it's the... I get it. I know. Okay. So the term blacks is to black people as this is to people that are on the autism spectrum. You can just guess. Please don't write it in the comments. Not that most of you would. There we go. We did it. Next up.
Okay, let's move on to a different thread.
Oh, they were sad though. I like that one because that one had just a non sequitur at the end. That was cute.
This one is just after the inauguration took place without a hitch in Biden did the thing.
Okay.
And by did the thing, I mean became the president of the United States. And then, walked to the White House and started doing his job.
You know what? The inauguration to me had like no impact because he had re-won the presidency about 70 times between election day and that day. And it sort of lost the build-up.
Yeah.
Okay, this is, by the way, Bernie meme day. That's when it happened.
At first, I was disappointed in today's events.
Wait, who wrote this?
And then sorry. Washuba.
Okay, all right. I don't know what that means. Probably
At
a slur.
I hope not. I just said it. At first, I was disappointed in today's events, and then I realized why the military wanted Biden sworn in, and Q told us why this had to happen.
Okay.
Like many of you, I am in shock by today. Then I realized why it had to happen, and why Q told us it would happen, and why this needed to happen. Needed in all caps.
This is a repetition thing. Okay.
Q did tell us that a scare event would be needed. Well, are you scared yet?
What? I don't...
The post is
of Joe
yet.
Biden being sworn in as president?
Yes.
Wait. So, the scare event... What was the point of the scare? What's that accomplish?
This is a narrative that I've heard echoed, especially after the inauguration.
Right.
That Joe Biden isn't really the president. It's just to show everyone in the country how terrible his presidency would be. And then they're going to beg for Donald. Yeah.
Okay.
Q post 4821 and 4822 from October told us about Biden being sworn in and would be the countries he took bribes from, then be control of the government. Important point I will be coming back to. They're real good with grammar.
Okay, so countries that bribed Joe Biden specifically?
Yeah.
Okay, countries that bribed specifically candidate Joe Biden.
Mm-hmm.
We're going... Why? I don't understand how bribing Joe Biden gives them power in a government he doesn't control.
No idea.
Okay.
Biden had to take a private jet to Washington, D.C., and was not sent a government plane. This was the first time in history this has happened. Again, I will get back to it. This is actually true, and QAnon people have really focused in on this, and I have two thoughts on this.
I was just about to Google it. I'm glad you already know the answer.
Firstly, the plane potentially already had to be cleaned because we know the Trump administration and how shitty they've been on COVID restrictions and masks and everything. And secondly, Biden isn't technically the president yet before the inauguration, right? Mm-hmm. Typically, the president will send, like not necessarily Air Force One, but one of the other diplomatic planes to the incoming president.
But Donald Trump didn't do it because he's a piss baby.
Yeah, Donald Trump was like, they probably went like, sir, we need you to sign off on this to send a plane to go pick up Biden for the inauguration. He went, no! Fuck him! So I find that funny.
Yeah, that's definitely what happened.
Many of us assumed when Trump and those in his administration were referring to the next administration, it meant the military. We expected him to step down to remain neutral, as Q said, while all this went down. Trump did say that the next administration would take over at noon today. This is another thing they've said multiple times, like, Donald Trump has to step down so the military can take control so he can remain impartial, and then they'll give power back to him, which is the opposite of being impartial.
It's also
that's fake
opposite
impartiality.
Of winning the election.
Yeah, that's a military coup. Yeah,
okay.
Like many, I thought this was over when Biden was sworn in, as he now became the CIC? CIC. Commander-in-Chief.
Yeah.
Boy, was I wrong because of the fraud, as pointed out. If the military has the proof of it, then they have a duty under military code to remove the false government and restore a new legal civilian government under military code 11.3, which triggered when Biden was sworn in today.
That didn't trigger. What triggered was the presidency that he has now, which is take it or leave it. I could take it or leave it. It's Joe Biden. He's not the greatest. He's also doing pretty okay, but he's also not the greatest. Did you know that the COVID cases are plummeting? We've now dipped well below the rapid increase. I think it's the lowest they've been since before November. I think just in the week, like in the last 5 weeks.
More people are getting vaccinated today than have new cases.
I think we got 4.5 million last week alone.
Something like that.
Which is pretty good. Pretty good. Or maybe it was just a day. Maybe it might have been a day. So we are on pace to be vaccinated as a country, 300 million by July, I guess. So could be good. It looks like summertime is on the menu, boys. Better do your crunches, chat. Better do your crunches. Gotta be sexy.
There was fear in the McCarthy era that the communists would take over the government, so provisions were put into place for the military to protect us should that happen. These provisions allow the military to take control when they remove the belligerent government and restore a legal civilian government, with the military running the elections to do that. Literally, the military was put in place as the last line of defense of the Constitution should an illegal government be installed. This is why they didn't send a government plane for the president-elect, because they knew he is not a legitimate president, and once he was sworn in, the government became illegitimate, belligerent, and the military is now responsible for restoring legitimate civilian government, otherwise foreign powers will gain control. Q said the end wouldn't be for everybody. We have been told by Trump, Flynn, and others that America would soon get a lesson in the Constitution. Well, folks, effective at noon today, when Biden illegally sworn in with the assistance of foreign nations, he just made the government illegitimate and effectively put the military in control. So, well, like many, I thought it was over when Biden was sworn in. I realized that Q told us it needed to happen for the military to assume control without it being a military coup.
What? How is the military taking over ever not a military coup? That's how coups are.
Yep.
That's how they work. That's okay. That's the dumbest thing ever.
Okay, here are some of the comments. Bardag says, although I agree with most of what you are saying,
yes,
why didn't the military just detain Biden as soon as he was sworn in?
Indeed.
What exactly are they waiting for?
Yes.
It's not like any of them could have run off anywhere. There were troops everywhere.
Someone's gonna say optics.
It's almost like the troops were there to protect Biden.
From Trump supporters.
Because he's the commander-in-chief.
Well, and also it was, 14 days removed from a fucking insurgency or whatever?
Insurrection.
Insurrection, not insurgency. Technically, they're all insurgents now. We're coming for your guns. I'm kidding. We don't want your guns.
Starseed says, if nothing happens at the end of the day or even at the end of the month, then you have a duty to do everything in your power to secure your freedoms. If you haven't already bought a gun, deck out your house with security cameras and then move outward. Get everyone you know involved in local state government. Then they may have stolen an election, but this is far from over. The phrase, give me liberty or give me death, not give me liberty or I'll quietly live my life in pseudo-slavery.
That's just anarcho-communism. Pseudo-slavery. Man, it sure does feel like slavery when I can go to the 7-Eleven to get myself a big Slurpee and some Cheetos. But Joe Biden's in charge, and that makes me sad. That's weird. That's weird, man.
These people have the emotional depth of a puddle. It's so sad.
You seem to be parsing this one. What's going on there?
I'm just seeing if there are any more comments down in this thread that are worth looking at, but I think that's probably good for that thread.
Gotcha. Well, okay. Well,
This is more about the comment below this one than it is this one, but we gotta say. Semi-Socio says, just enjoy some normal living, my guy. If the plan is still going cool, awesome. Wow, amazing. But you all really need to just stop refreshing over and over thinking everything. Hug your kids, F your wives, buy yourself something nice, and when they come for the guns, blow heads open in a blaze of glory before one gets you and sends you to sweet, no longer a slave to flesh, oblivion.
Wait. They typed that? Did they type F or say?
No, they said
Okay,
it. I censored that.
All right. Okay.
I don't have to I won't censor this one now.
We don't. Okay. We can censor it. We're more likely to be monetized.
This is getting demonetized anyway. I
enough.
just quoted someone saying blow their heads open.
You did it twice, so maybe if we didn't get it the first time, we'll get it the second time.
Faxanadu says
Xanadu?
Fazanadu.
Oh. Okay.
Says the wife is getting fucked as hard tonight as we did today. Good for his wife.
Look, is it an aphrodisiac for them to be victims? It must be. There's no way. I've never seen people with erections larger than Trump supporters losing an election.
Yeah.
It's amazing some of these people claim to have wives.
Okay, let's move on to a different thread.
Yeah.
Let's just, you know what? Let's just show the Trump meme. This is a meme that they shared.
So here's the meme, and it says Anon, which is just anybody on here that doesn't.
They call
have an
each other
account.
Anons.
Okay.
They call each other. It started as a 4chan thing, and
right?
It's moved on to
that's why. Okay, that's what I thought, but I know how it applied here. If the suspense of justice is killing you, imagine what it's doing to the enemy. I guess we'll find out in 4 years when justice is served.
Do they really think that people like you and me are going around every day and like, oh my god, the storm is coming? No, the QAnon stuff's not real, guys. We're not worried about it.
I don't think anyone's worried about it, right?
No.
Yeah, that's not really a thing that people worry about. Yeah. QAnon people are fascinating, and it's kind of sad too, especially when you see them, like, you know, those videos that went around shortly after and they were just all crying and like losing their minds and stuff, and it's like, yeah, but you kind of have to go through that. I don't really feel that bad for somebody who's in emotional distress after subjecting themselves to conspiracy theories that they sought out, right? It's not like the same as the victimization I feel people are sort of valid in when they like leave religion or something, like specifically like Baptists and Catholics, people that are, you know, have like kind of the super conservative versions of religion. Because that was like done to them. This was probably not done to somebody, unless you're in a marriage with somebody or something. But the power dynamic is usually equal. So I don't really feel bad for these people. Do you feel bad for them? I feel bad for them insofar as I feel bad for anyone else who's misled, but not like...
I feel bad for them in the same way I feel bad for people in a cult, even if that cult is doing really harmful things. But like at the end of the day, it's like, I can feel bad for you, but also recognize that you've become a threat because of your cultish belief systems.
I think that's it. I think it's not, I don't have like sympathy. I just feel like, I feel more like, is chagrin the right word I'm looking for?
I don't know.
What word do I feel? What is the accurate wording? Distress or embarrassment at having failed or been humiliated. Yeah, I feel second-hand chagrin. Because they've been humiliated and embarrassed, and it's just sort of like, ooh, buddy, when you see it.
Sure.
Yeah. Kind of like someone falling in like a real deep puddle.
Okay.
And then they poop themselves.
This post is from 2 days ago.
Oh. They're still going.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Of course they are.
It's interesting because didn't Q stop posting?
I think, hold on. think he actually did do a new post sometime in the last couple weeks.
JFK Jr., but
it's the first one he's done since
Okay.
before, I think since December or something like that. Tim Rambo says, stop saying 2022 or 2024. Voting machines are the only thing we should be pushing. Voter fraud means we never win anything again. When an asshole on TV or radio says 2022 or 2024, they are the enemy. They have failed to see the problem, and they are not addressing the problem. If we call their programs or magically find our way on TV, voter fraud and voting machines are the only thing we need to bring up, even if they kick us off.
Who watches TV?
I don't know. Old people?
Old people. Ugh. They really do. What was the other day? Someone... Who was that? Oh, Bryson Gray replied to a tweet yesterday, or this morning, and replied to me as well, where someone said, man, I haven't seen a heterosexual couple on a commercial in forever. And then Bryson, who is a MAGA rapper, if you're not familiar, replied with, and I'm not kidding, they want everyone to be gay.
Why?
By showing you two people that are same gender in a vague commercial maybe relationship. Are they roommates? Are they together? Who knows? Like sharing like a bag of chips or something. That's how we make them gay.
In fairness, it's pretty gay to share a bag of chips with your bro.
I guess it's apparently. Look, I must be the
Fellas,
last functioning
is it gay
straight.
to enjoy fried potatoes with your friends?
They're not. Apparently, the straights aren't washing their asses. I'm starting to separate myself. I'm about to suck a dick just to get out of here. That'll also be with chagrin. But like, they're not washing their assholes because they think touching their butthole is gay. So they smell like poo-poo. Don't smell like poo-poo. Wash your buttholes. Get real up in there. Wash them. Yeah. Use wipes on them. Use a bidet if you're in the shower. Use the soapies on there. Your butthole has poo on it.
I have a bidet, and it's an upgrade. It's an upgrade.
I use the wipies, but I'm gonna get a new toilet in the springtime.
Those are bad for your plumbing. Like they can get clogged up. These are
natural boys made of like plants.
Okay.
But,
sure.
I specifically bought them because of that. And also, you gotta love your butthole more, everybody. Yeah. Everybody. What was the other thing that was really gay?
No, I'm not gonna. No, never mind.
Love your butthole more. You know.
I share a lot on this show, but that's too much. So I'm gonna not.
Okay. All right. Well, if you ever want to crack the seal on what I can only assume is sizes of things.
No. That's not.
Well, I mean, hey.
I'm just okay. No, fuck
everyone,
it.
Everyone's gonna start somewhere.
No shame. I have no shame. Okay.
Do you not have shame?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what's invigorating?
I don't know what's invigorating.
You'll never feel cleaner than if you have a freshly shaven butthole.
I thought about it. I'm worried about two things. First, worried I'll get a taste for it, and then I'll have to do it more.
Yeah.
The number two is more of the razor blade. I think maybe if you could nair your butthole. But I feel like it'd still be really itchy.
Don't nair your butthole.
I'm not going to. I don't have a really hairy anything.
That's
really,
I'm not a very burn waiting to happen.
I'm not a very hairy individual. My butthole probably has some hairs on it. I'm not going to reach back there and pull on my butt hairs. I think it's more butt crack than butthole. But still, we said this is definitely demonetized. There's no way butthole is monetizable, right? No way.
It's done. We're beyond that.
This is for free. That's fine. We could have tried to make money doing this job. That's fine.
We'll make YouTube revenue, guys. Just get YouTube premium. It's fine.
There you go. It does help, and it gets rid of the ads. Yeah, I guess this is we should be sponsored by some sort of butthole company. Just any butthole. Something that's adjacent. I would really like that. Yeah. Nothing worse than having an itchy butthole, though. Nothing worse.
Yeah.
That's the worst itch. Anyway. We got more stuff, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
This was the comment. I forgot.
Interlude.
This was the comment under the Trump meme that's like, imagine their suspense. I forgot to read this after we...
This was the comment under this Trump meme?
Yes.
Okay, there you go. Reconstituted Trump meme.
Their time has come to an end, and once this is all over with, we as humans should do anything needed to ensure these deep state cabal banker fucks never slither their way into money and power again.
That was sus. I've played enough Among Us to know that if someone says "we as humans" says something, I feel like maybe not a human.
Yeah.
I think that person's infiltrated the ranks.
Nikolai Tesla back in the early 1900s had worked on a car that ran off a battery, and also 0-point energy. Back then, the guy J.P. Morgan commented that if he couldn't put a meter on it to collect money, then he didn't want it. These elites, bankers, etc.
Wait, that's capitalism. That's just capital. Are they anti-capitalist now?
They tend to use specific racial groups.
Well, I know what bankers means. I'm saying capitalism is specifically the reason that J.P. Morgan say something like that.
Their grievances are with capitalism.
Is J.P. Morgan Jewish?
I have no idea.
Sorry if this shows up on... No, it doesn't. Okay. J.P. Morgan. J.P. Morgan. Let's find the man himself. Not Chase. J.P. Morgan. The man. He was born in Connecticut? No? Episcopal Academy?
Well, there you go.
Doesn't seem...
Good for them. They didn't do a dog whistle, actually.
Okay, so well, surprisingly, and I don't know. This doesn't clear it up for me. Then, if he's not Jewish, and I don't know why they hate him, then it has to be a critique on capitalism. Yep. They're just being a racist or whatever. Cool, that makes sense. That tracks. But this is just like, I hear this sometimes with people when they talk about the water engine too, and they're like, and I'm like, let's say that was a thing. You vote for the system that perpetuates the suppression of that technology.
Yeah.
Why do you like this?
Here's my thought. I've seen enough of these that I think I understand the idea. They're married to the idea of capitalism for a variety of reasons. They're very emotionally attached to it.
Yeah.
And they believe that naturally capitalism should work because people are moral in some way deep down. They believe that capitalism has been corrupted
they're ANCAPs.
by these elite bankers, which in this case not necessarily, but often is a dog whistle for
Jewish people,
Jewish individuals, unfortunately, and other stuff. They believe that if you just removed these bad actors, that all of a sudden capitalism would start working perfectly and everyone would be rich.
Capitalism. This is crony capitalism. Everybody can't be rich in capitalism. That's not how capitalism works.
Oh boy. So anyway,
why do they like democracy in the workplace? And why do they like co-ops? Why are they?
These elites, bankers, etc., have always wanted what they could get out of us and never wanted us to have anything. Think GameStop shit. These Fs panicked and stopped trading on it when patriots were effing their stuff up.
Patriots.
When this is all over, there are some amazing inventions that have been kept from us that could allow us to live much better, lower cost life, and truly prosper. Just things we know about, probably only scratch the surface. I can only imagine what secrets the elite deep state government may have been hiding for many decades because it could benefit us.
Such as?
They don't have a such as.
Such as we do, though. Laser bidets.
Ooh!
It warms the O-ring instead of making it wet, and it gets rid of the butt urdu
All of the most exfoliated beehole in the biz.
It'd be smooth. No wrinkles whatsoever. What else? I'm trying to think of something that would improve my day-to-day. Everyone would get a large Swedish mommy to crack their back. Sent to their home.
All right.
I kind of want to be bent over. This is not sexual. I kind of want to be bent over.
Let me be clear. For me, this is absolutely sexual.
Yeah, but for me, it's definitely not. It might turn into that. I might get a taste for it, but I'm just saying, like, initially, the initial investment is pure. Like, laying on my back, right? And then my feet up in the air, and then grab my legs and, like, twist me. I feel like my back would crack all over the place, right?
I think the legs up is what's...
Does she have a lady penis?
Because
if she,
you're the one who's organizing.
Well, if she doesn't, there's nothing really that she can accomplish doing that. So it's like, that's fine. I just feel like I want my back cracked by someone with strong arms.
She brought some toys. She brought a strap on.
Wow,
okay?
This is getting much more graphic.
I know.
More appealing. So, and then last but not least, you ever see that thing? You've been on an airplane. You've seen Sky Mall. You know that toaster that makes your hot dog and toast your bun?
Yeah.
That's already a thing, but just get it off of Sky Mall and into stores, damn it. I'll get one of those. Hell yeah. Think about how many tube meats you could eat.
Or those bags that let you toast a grilled cheese in the toaster.
Yeah.
Send one of those to everyone in America. World peace will come shortly after, I assure you.
Those gotta get so gross after like one use. Just do it in the skillet, bro.
You know how bad I am at like cooking? Even I make a fucking grilled cheese.
I've eaten your grilled cheeses before. You're not bad at that.
All right. You know how...
wow, you have no confidence in your grilled cheese making skills. They're okay.
Yeah.
You've worked in restaurants. You understand how to do it. And frankly... I'm going to throw this out there. You do it the superior way from time to time, where you do the open face and combine them.
Yeah.
I mean, that's like top notch. That's like the sweet spot stuff.
You know, one of the early times I realized my dad was kind of a piece of shit and a really bad father.
Okay.
And this is a funny story. This has nothing to do with the xenophobia and racism and the fact that he's an alcoholic and an abusive drunk that yells at people and
all
denigrates
these things are
others.
true.
Whatever. This is one of those innocuous things that makes you go,
yeah.
So I was like a kid,
that's when the trauma happens.
a younger kid, and my mom was gone for some reason. I don't know if she was out of town on business because she worked for a bank, or if she was just somewhere. I don't know.
I thought you were gonna say something mean about that too.
No. And I was like, oh, Dad, can you make me a grilled cheese? And he may have already been drinking for the day. I don't know. But he was like... So he took 2 pieces of bread, put them in the toaster, toasted them for however long it takes.
Then put cheese in the middle and gave it to you.
Cheese in the middle, threw it in the microwave.
Oh, and the microwave!
To melt the cheese.
That's weird. That's another step I wouldn't have taken if I didn't like my kid.
And I remember thinking, like... He doesn't like me very much, does he?
That's so fucking weird.
Like, it would have taken 5 minutes to make this like a normal human being, but he can't be fucked to do it.
Huh. I'm trying to think of my flashbulb moments like that with my father. I'm trying to think of the youngest version of that, and I think it was the video game one that I've told multiple times, where I picked a girl tennis player in a video game. He's like, "What, do you want to be a girl?" I'm like, haven't made that decision yet. I don't think so. Just want to play the video game, Pops. It's just a video game. And it was like Nintendo, too. It wasn't like fucking Lara Croft. We didn't have PlayStations when I was a little kid. Like, wasn't that fucking deep, bro? Like, it's real weird. Oh, he also yelled at me. This is amazing. Different video game story. We were on a 4-hour road trip up north where my grandparents have a cabin. And so I was, as a child, about 5-6 years, probably 6 years old. You know how when you're a 6-year-old, you don't have responsibilities or have to drive a vehicle. So I was sitting in the back seat playing Pokemon. It had just come out on Game Boy. and I was playing. It was a big gray one too, with the 4 AAA battery or AA batteries. So I had another set of AA batteries anyway. I was playing that, and the volume was off, or I had headphones on, like I wasn't trying to annoy anybody. And he goes, "Are you just gonna play that the whole time? You gonna drive the whole time? What do you want me to do, bro? Like, what the fuck? It was just such a weird, petty thing." There we go. And then I had that similar thought. I was like, "What the fuck did I do? Did it not like me?" I feel like I'm doing okay. Anyway, we bonded. We didn't bond. You and I just bonded, but
yeah. So many things have been... We're almost done with this post, and then we'll get to the final one, because we've been going for a while.
Sure.
So many things have been possible, but kept away from us because it would take away the endless wealth of the elites. It's time for those effers to understand that they're not better than us, and they will not keep great things from us. You know, there was a car before that had been tested to run off simply water.
Yeah.
I bet there has been a proper cure for cancer for decades and many other things, but curing is not profitable. They want you to be in some form of debt to them for all your life.
So vote for socialized healthcare? What are they doing? Why do they not do they literally could address this by voting for left-leaning policies. This is always the case. Usually, and this is a sort of a meme that goes around and is relatively popular, but I don't think it's wrong. Every time they talk about how socialism sucks, it's a critique on capitalism. Every time. So silly. Please, for the love of God, if you are mad about the same things that these Q people are mad, if you're a Q person, you're like, they're keeping the cancer cures, just vote for fucking not capitalism. For the love of God, just in medicine. I don't care if you vote for it anywhere else. Just get it done. Can we have fucking healthcare, please? Don't tell them, but that's going to lead to other industries also doing that, which is good.
Okay, so here's the final thing. Oh, as a bonus, do you want to throw up the other meme?
I do have a bonus meme. What's it say? Green tyranny. You're going to have to explain this to me. Green tyranny. Probably green energy people. Kill coal, save the earth from man, bear, pig. Okay. Is there a meme about man, bear, pig within these communities? Or
that came from South Park.
No, I know that. And it was what's his face?
Al Gore.
Al Gore. So they just call Al Gore man, bear, pig? Yeah. Okay.
No, it's because he thought global warming, man, bear, pig was a metaphor for global warming, which idiot Trey and Matt, thought like, oh, global warming.
Right.
We're fucking libertarians, so we don't give a shit.
Sure. Winter just takes it.
Yeah. The idea being that, haha, silly libs, we can't survive on green energy.
Because is this from today?
Yes.
Okay, so this is because of stupid people. Surprise.
This is because of Texas being dumb.
Texas. If you don't know, we're during a blizzard right now. Depending on when you're watching this, the 16th of February, 2021, I guess is when we're doing this. So, Texas right now is having some rolling blackout issues, and because of the big weather thing that happened. Bunch of blizzard stuff coming up, and super cold down south, and the Texas in all of its foresight didn't decide to winterize their wind turbines, which a lot of the grid needs for energy, and so they froze in a blizzard.
Not only that, but Texas. A lot of states will have power grids that connect to other states' power grids because that's reasonable to do. And if you need extra power, you can draw it from other states. Or if you have excess power, you share. Texas doesn't do that. They have a completely isolated power grid because they're Texas. And they literally it's to avoid regulation, because if you have power grids that go across state lines, then it becomes interstate
Federal.
commerce, and there are federal regulations that apply to it. And Texas is like, no,
That makes sense.
federal government can't tell me what to do. So they have a completely isolated power grid, and this is the result of that. Good job, dipshits.
Surprise. Anyway, Michigan also has wind turbines and blizzards. Surprise, lots of them. Our wind turbines work all year long because they're taken care of. So all you got to do is just have some foresight, understand how things work, and apparently hook your grid up to other people's shit. You got a lot of border states there. Texas probably would have helped out. Just guessing.
So here's the final bit for today.
Okay.
The QAnon community recently, in the past couple of weeks, banned use of the N-word. And boy, are the posters mad.
The posters be posting. Are they trying to post the N-word in creative ways to get around it? That's my first gut instinct is
they've been using the N-word, like saying N-word as opposed to using the N-word.
Okay. All right. Hit me with it. Are you ready?
Emperor Obama.
Emperor Obama?
It's like emperor, but
I know they do that. Can we talk about that for just a second? Why do right-wing people do that? Portmanteau stuff.
I don't know.
Like why do you gotta? They've always done it. They did it with libtard is a very common one. What is that? What is that shit about? What I don't understand. It happened before Trump, but Trump made it a little bit more popular where he goes like he gives nicknames to people like
buzzwords,
Sleepy Joe.
It's easy to digest ideas.
That's not easy. Emperor Biden Emperor Obama is not good.
It's a bad one, but that's
but they always do it, and it's sort of like it reminds me of the same sort of. I feel like it gives them the same sort of that sharing racist email chains did back in the day, and they like it's sort of like boomerang. Like I feel like they have leather vests and they all have Harleys and they ride them without helmets on. Yeah, okay, we get it.
So the post goes on. Do you know why people use offensive words? Because it's a canary for freedom of speech. And now you've just killed it. We should have all realized that there wasn't ever going to be a commitment to the First Amendment. All these overtures against racism were left-wing sleeper attacks on freedom. They have always been and always will be, but you just let them win. To paraphrase Martin Niemöhlen's poem, first they came for the N-word, and I did not speak out because I was not a white nationalist. The balls to use a poem about Nazis coming for people in order to justify your use of racial slurs makes me want to die.
Well, to be fair, that might be the goal.
For Liberty posts, the issue is the zero tolerance ban on everyone who simply types that N-word on this site regardless of context. That includes anyone who is simply quoting song lyrics, quoting a Democrat, quoting literature, or simply saying that word offends them. Obviously, if someone said, we should hang all, and then they actually just use the word.
Wow.
That's already against the rules, and the mod should ban them. The R words, they just full on say the R word. The R words are the ones who have been successfully indoctrinated with all the virtue signaling political correctness BS and want to force it on this truth community that stands in opposition to all this globalist cabal PC crap.
I feel like you get banned if you don't say something like how they finished that. If you don't mention something like a globalist cabal or Democrat or Democrats or pizzas or pedophiles, you might get your account just totally removed.
Mm-hmm. This one's very funny to me. With this line of thinking, and they just obviously they just use the words here. I'm abbreviating.
Okay.
What's
the account? What's the account?
Oh, a reckoning is coming.
Okay.
With this line of thinking, the R word and the F word will be banned soon because surely that's the same reason.
Yes.
Are we not allowed to discuss Jews either? This is the
Whoa! Whoa! Whoa!
And how censorship spirals out of control. Yeah, it escalated very quickly.
Did you see the Tim Pool clip where his co-host got really fucking mad he couldn't say the N-word?
No, you told me about it.
The guy behind Minds, I think. I think he's the Minds guy that goes on there once in a while. Yeah, same thing. He was quite literally quaking to say it. Why can't I say it? I just want to say it. I don't get it.
I don't
get
either.
it. I've never been racist. I have taken part in white culture that has been racist, of course, and ununderstood, but I've never felt what a racist felt. Right?
No.
Like I don't know what that's like. What's it like? Because I know what the end result is, and I know what kind of, it's probably stressful, but I mean like what makes you just want to like be a really big dick to folks on purpose, not on accident?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Here's the final post of this video from Teflon Don.
Okay, Teflon Don.
The anti-white hate. The black history. Black N-word this. N-word that.
Oh boy.
White man bad.
Wow.
I don't care. So sick of it. These MFers brainwashing our youth and fueling the flames of hate and racism. But you know what? If I see a bunch of N-words and their thug culture burning Western civilization down, it's my effing right to disagree and or not like a certain race if I choose. The cancel culture commie shit creating racists. I don't hate any race. I hate everyone equally. FBLM and F Antifa.
Oh, he did the bumper sticker. I still don't know why they think. It's really weird. So they like the free market, and then the free market does a thing that they don't like. But then they also understand that, like, they can reject a certain aspect of society. In right here, I think, quote, these N words burning down Western civilization. That's pretty close to what he said. So if he doesn't like that, he can be like, I'm not taking part in that. That part of society is a no-go for me. I don't want it in my community. But when someone goes, I don't want racism in my community, and I don't want you saying the N-word, they just, like, it doesn't compute. They don't see how those two things are, like, the same. He's actually right. He gets to be as racist as he wants. That's actually true.
But people get to tell him to fuck off.
We just don't need to interact with him. We get to tell him to fuck off. You can be whatever you want. You can be you can say any words you want. Most places, except for, if you violate terms of service in a situation. But you're not going to be arrested for just standing in the public square and like saying, "Hey, just for the record, just so everybody knows, not a big fan of," and then whatever bigoted thing you want to say. As long as you're not being like crazy about it, you could literally say it very calmly, like, "Hey, by the way, I think all blanks should get the wall." Just whatever blanks is. You could say that, probably. You can't tell people to do it, but you could be like, "I think that's personally," and then just walk away. That's the town square. That's free speech, brother. But like, when everyone's like, "Hey, isn't that Jim? Doesn't he own that hardware store?" Yeah, we shouldn't go there anymore. Like,
yeah.
How are they surprised? I just don't know how they're surprised.
Consequence culture. Stop being pieces of shit, and people will stop ostracizing you.
You know what's fascinating? Anarcho-communism would allow them to make their own sort of commune. I'm just tossing that out there. I'm not an anarcho-communist necessarily, but
I'm not.
Yeah. I think long term it's like a good goal to get, but I don't think you're ever going to do that. I think that's.
I would put it this way: I take things one step at a time, and I'm not going to say,
100%.
I am this
100%.
goal that is 1,000 years.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying too. I think it's very nice to think about, like, okay, that would be a very virtuous way to live human life. But yeah, no, me either. I'm a pragmatist. I think I might be an anarchist at heart, like if you break it down ethically, but pragmatically, I don't think we can be much more than market socialists in our lifetime. Just I don't think we'll live anything further left than market socialism. I hope we do. That'd be cool. But I think we'll need replicators and spaceships and a brand new planet and robot wives. And robot husbands, too, I guess. If you want to bring men along wherever you're going. Just for the record, I get it if you want to abandon us. We don't like to wash our buttholes because it's gay, okay? You can do better. You can do better.
Exfoliate your beeholes.
I like a clean butthole, personally. There was another thing that someone said was gay the other day, and it was really confusing to me.
I saw one yesterday that was someone posted like their birthday meal, and it was some lobster and some looked like delicious.
Oh, I know what it was.
Corn that had been I don't know if it was grilled or broiled or what it was, but it was like delicious looking. And someone said like, seafood is for women, but good on you. It's like, what?
I know what it was.
Their entire coastal seafaring cultures that mainly ate seafood. What are you talking about?
Everyone in the Caribbean, huge gay. But it was super funny. Any man who drinks tea, probably gay. I was like, wow, not allowed to do anything nowadays without wanting to be mounted.
They say leftists want to make everyone gay, but really, I think by their all definitions, everyone already is gay. Just everyone be gay. I don't care.
Yeah. Well,
everyone realize everyone is hot. God damn it.
Not there yet. I'm working on it.
I mentioned you as my token cishet friend the other day. I'm
literally that for so many people at this point.
I told you I reconnected with a friend from high school in the last, I don't know, couple weeks or whatever. And we were talking about the fact that like everyone both of us knows are either like bi or gay or trans. And I had to mention you as the one cishet person I know in real life.
Yeah, that's pretty much
That's
it.
a friend.
Yeah. And even then, I'm dating a bi woman, and like everyone else around me is either in a relationship with someone that is LGBT or is that.
Yeah.
It's like I'm pretty sure that the straights are not okay. I don't know what's wrong with it. How did I dodge the bullet? I came out of the worst possible like male role model. I should be. Maybe that's why, though. Maybe that's why. Maybe I'm like, I don't like this guy. I don't want to do that stuff. My mom was always cool with everybody. She doesn't really care. She's not super quick on the uptake sometimes, but once she gets it, she gets it. Like she genders you correctly. You guys don't interact very often, so.
I just looked this up because I'm curious. 20% of millennials identify as LGBTQ.
I have a theory that once this becomes normalized, it will be close to 50%.
Sure.
Of all people.
I'm wondering how much socialization plays an impact.
A lot. That's why I'm saying 50%. Because I still think obviously it makes sense that we would lean biologically towards procreative sex, but at a certain point, how much of that is just socialized and how much of it is like, oh sure, I'm pan or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, is that more normal? It might be more normal. So I think this whole procreative sex, like religion plays a huge part in it. I don't know. I can't break my socialization. So not to sorry straights, we're valid too. But I'm wondering if socialized in a different way, if I wouldn't have a distaste for masculinity insofar as it affects my attraction.
I'm trying to look for Gen Z too, which are younger, so we don't have a clear picture. But I'm kind of
bummed though. I'm kind of bummed about it, and it's for the pettiest reason ever, and it's not really a nice. I shouldn't. This is not me being okay, but I'm kind of bummed that I wasn't gay because my dad was apparently very homophobic, to the point where he would have disowned me, and it would have made me very happy. But that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's okay now. Kind of bummed also that he didn't get to see Donald Trump lose, and that he never got to see my Twitch content. Again, only for petty reasons, not because I want the support from this guy. I'm just an asshole. That I did get from him.
This statistic can't be.
What's the statistic? Let's hit us with the last statistic. We've actually done this for an hour, by the way. This is a good episode. Big long boy. Because we skipped a couple days, so.
Only 48% of Gen Z in this poll said they're completely heterosexual. Only 48%, which is less than half.
That's actually super surprising.
Let me take a look.
I wouldn't be totally surprised.
On the Kinsey scale, so let me see.
Oh, if it's Kinsey scale, then it's a little bit different.
Specifically, the study asked participants to define their sexuality on a scale from 0 to 6. On this scale, 0 meant identifying as completely straight, and 6 meant identifying as completely homosexual.
Well, then I'd probably put myself at a 1, but that's just only because I feel like I'm more, I don't know.
You've looked at men before and been like, oh, they're attractive, but not like you want to fuck them.
I can understand.
You can appreciate.
So here's the thing. Yeah, I can understand what makes a man attractive, but this is my test. Have I told you this before? It's the butt test. If I don't like your butt, and I love a butt, if I don't like your butt, then I'm confused as to why I would be sexually attracted to you. And it almost solely is masculine fit butt.
Okay, let's see. 34% of participants
like baseball butts. I'm sorry.
34% of the participants disclosed a level of bisexuality in selecting a number between 1 and 5. Honestly, I would consider more 2 to 4 in that range.
I wouldn't either.
I don't know.
I wouldn't either. But when you look at people, when you look at the Major League Baseball, do you see good butts?
I don't think I've ever looked
at Major League. Type in Major League Baseball butt right now. We got to finish this soon, but I need to know because I did this with Sarah, and she's like, "Here's a good butt, and this is why." And we tried to have this discussion, and it didn't hit. Yeah. Okay. Well, you made a noise, so it was visceral. Okay. No. See, I get it. I get that it happens. I don't get it. Doesn't do anything for me. So
guys, like almost doing a squat.
Oh, the catcher.
The pants are doing a lot of the work here. I think these Major League Baseball pants.
So if you want to go to a baseball game with me at any point, we'll sit behind. You can watch. I like to go to baseball games for the goodies, but yeah.
That makes it sound like you're there for the butts too.
True. But have you ever eaten Dot ice cream out of a tiny baseball helmet?
I haven't. No.
So I mean, are you living? Maybe not. But yeah. But now see, here's the thing though. When I watch softball, I go, now there's some good butts.
Okay.
I think it's the hips. I think I'm just a coomer. I think I'm about that childbearing hip action. So if a dude has childbearing hips, I don't know. I don't like dick in any form though, so that's when it gets bad. But
what
if he has a bussy? Now we're getting to territory here. What, you can like girl dick, but I can't like bussy? This is bullshit. This is bullshit.
I didn't say that.
No, I'm being oppressed. This is 1984. All right. Are we done?
Yeah, we're done.
All right. Next time we'll dig deeper. We'll dig deeper into something.
So like, I have a quick question.
Okay,
about
just keep going. All right.
Just because, like, I'm very bi, so like I can, not that I find every individual attractive, of
Sure,
course,
that's
but
not how
I
that
can
works, yeah.
find pretty much any anatomy, any body.
Yeah.
When you see a dick, are you just like,
Oh, no. It's just very like, nah.
You're neutral.
I'm not neutral. It's definitely okay, it's neutral if it's just a dick.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's a dick and it's like, huh? Hmm? And a,
Mm-hmm.
nah, now it's a negative feeling. I don't like that. And I don't know what that is. I don't, right? I don't know. I also don't like masculine like facial hair. Like a beard.
Sure.
But
yeah.
But like someone like Ezra Miller, who is non-binary but is AFAB or AMAB, I'm sorry, and often displays masculine, has very good bones.
Sure.
Very good bones. I find a lot of non-binary people attractive, but that doesn't really have anything to do with anything.
Yeah.
As long as they have really, it's primary and secondary sexual characteristics that you would associate with masculinity that just doesn't do it for me. That's really it. Like, I've talked about this before on stream. If Sarah tomorrow was like, I'm a man, and was very genuine about it, but changed nothing else, which is super unlikely, it wouldn't bother me at all. So it has nothing to do with that. But which technically is how pan people describe their sexuality. So I'm pan straight. We did it! Just kidding, that's not a thing. Anyway.
Okay, that's the end of the... We had to go follow our YouTube channels and Twitch channels in the description.
I am jealous, though.
Why?
Why?
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be better? Wouldn't it be better to just be like, you know what? You're a cool person. I'll suck your dick. Wouldn't that be better? I feel like that'd be better. I don't know. I feel like it'd be better.
Oh God, if you were bi, I'm afraid you'd be like a huge man slut.
Well, it would. Guys are easier. That's for sure. Maybe. I don't know. Now I'm just a regular slut. All right. Can I stop this now? Can I stop the pain?
Please
do. All right. Okay, here it comes. I'm stopping it.
Stop it.
Okay.